Welcome back to my channel. On today's video I thought I will do a quick garden update, which is kind of like a winter garden update, what is happening in our garden right now. And another thing I wanted to share is something that me and Fabio have been recently talking regards to our garden, and it's something that we have realized it doesn't really work for us in the garden. And so I just wanted to address this today and show what is it and how we are going to deal with it, and how we're going to change some things in the garden just to make it work for us. When we started all of this gardening journey, our plan was really to just have fun with it and see what works for us, see if we even like this, and basically just see how it goes and go from there. But to start the video off, I'm going to show what is growing right now, what we are harvesting, and just what's happening here. So what we have in these beds that used to be a home for all our tomato jungle. If you've seen our previous videos, in summer until very recently we had lots of tomatoes growing here. There are still a few peppers left. Those are padron peppers, some red, normal red bell peppers over there. I took most of them out already, but these were still producing something, so I just left them. Might as well leave it. What else we have here? I've recently planted some kale, but this is I think Tuscan kale. But we also have a different variety, which I don't know the right name for it, but just kale. Here I have, if you can see, I have carrots. I tried to grow these from seed. The problem is that in some places there's like big gaps where nothing has come out, and in some places they're all close together. So I think next time when I'm planting this, I need to find a better way to distribute those seeds. Those seeds are so small, it's hard, and they really take a long time to come out. Over here I have a row of garlic. It's a bit of weeds around, but it's almost impossible to deal with them with these rainy days. This garlic, funny enough, was garlic that I planted last year. So the thing about this garlic is I planted quite a few garlics last year, and I think we planted them maybe December or January, I don't remember, and they were taking so long to grow that the summer came and it was too dry. They were not happy with something, and it seemed like they were not gonna grow. And I took lots of them out. Some of them were fine, and some of them were just really tiny. And I forgot about them. I think it was somewhere in the food forest in some places. And now this autumn I found that there is a whole garlic that has sprouted. Let me show you how it looks like. And they've suddenly decided to grow. But then I decided, oh, let me just separate them and transplant them somewhere else. So I'm seeing if they even are gonna continue growing. Let me show you how it looked like, because I found some more today. So this is the garlic that has sprouted from each claw. And we had quite a few here in between the strawberries, but the strawberries have been overgrown with all kinds of things. We hadn't cleaned it for a while, and today and yesterday I was cleaning them and I realized, oh my god, there's another few. And and again, I don't think I want to use them because we have quite a lot of garlic now. But yeah, this is what happened. So I just separated them. They seem to be fine when you separate them, and I just transplanted them somewhere else. There's another one. This is a bit smaller. You see, this is kind of, it looked like it's barely even a garlic, and now it decided to grow. You see, it separates quite easily. So if anyone wants garlics, here you have. And what else we have here? We have a few rows of peas coming out. So this is a few rows here that Fabio planted recently, a couple of weeks maybe ago. So some of them have come out, some of them haven't, and yeah, we are hoping for lots of peas this year. Here on this side, which Fabio extended a bit of our food forest, which I really wasn't happy with because it looks stupid. Just please tell me if you're agreeing with this. But he planted lots of broad beans and more peas on this side. Broad beans are looking really good. Peas seem to be struggling a bit these days too. But yeah, we will see how it goes. But this is a lot of broad beans. And then over here we have our food forest area. These are the strawberries I just cleaned up. It was just overgrown with all kinds of things. We had planted rocket here last year and it was doing very well and everything. And now when I was cleaning it all up, I realized it has created so many babies. And I even left a few here and here, and I took out the old one because that was looking a lot worse. So yeah, it was all covered in rockets here. And then we have mint here, which I'm letting it be because it's a ground cover. And then we have all this rest where you can't find many things because it's totally overgrown. So this part of the food forest is the thing that I was saying at the beginning of the video that we are not happy with. And as you could see, it is just overgrown so much, and it has mulch. It has the pine bark over it. It had cardboard underneath it. It had lots of mulch, and I've been putting straw in the corners where it was the worst, like really thick layers, and nothing helps. And the worst thing is that cleaning up those weeds is so hard if you have this mulch, because then it just all comes up through, and it's just not that easy to just go and clean it up quickly. So, and this is the thing that doesn't work for us. We don't want to be spending all our time weeding such a big piece of our garden all the time. Like here, it's not as bad. You have few things. There's some places nothing is growing, but the closer to those walls, the worst. And this area over here, all this around this tree and all this corner is the worst because it's growing like proper grass. and also something like a wild garlic or something. And yeah, it's pretty terrible. It's hard to get it out. It's just very time consuming and annoying to clean. You have some ground covers like mint and thyme, and there's sage over there, there's more thyme over there, and all these things help. But again, it's like it's a huge piece of area to cover it all with mint, and we have to think of something else here. And our idea with that is that first of all, we've decided that we need to split that area up a little bit more, because it's just kind of a big all the back of the garden is kind of a big area. We think we probably will put some more pots through first of all, so that will kind of reduce that area a little bit. And then we want to buy some more different kind of ground covers that are actually either they're pretty or they're useful, like thyme is. We want to maybe get some more decorative thyme that is all different kind of colors to put in the areas like around the fence, because those areas we're not really planting anything, and the grass just grows so much there that it doesn't matter what we're putting in there, how many layers of whatever, it's just gonna grow anyway. So might as well grow something that at least looks pretty, and you don't need to clean it up, because wherever we have thyme, nothing really grows through it. So I think that should work. But the biggest thing is that we need to split it up a little bit and create more kind of separated bed areas or sort of a thing. And I'm thinking to use maybe some big rocks to separate it, maybe raise it up a little bit. And it also will give us the option of putting something in one of those beds that is quite like spreads a lot, like we have mint, but it wouldn't affect all of the garden. It would just stay in its own area and just cover that, and at least there will not be any weeds growing. So I think that's the idea. We'll see how it works out. So we haven't quite come up with this certain plan what we're going to do. We haven't started really the process, but I just wanted to give you this update that just sometimes some things just don't work out, and we are just happy to move forward and see whatever works for us is the right option. Maybe you have any suggestions you can give us, or any kind of tips on how to maybe fight with these weeds, or what kind of cover plants should we grow. Yeah, please let us know in the comments if you have any ideas for us. What we have here, we have lots of new nice lettuces. They look really good. We have cauliflower and broccoli and some cabbages here, but they don't seem to be okay. Our neighbor was saying that his cabbages have some kind of disease, and ours seem to have the same thing. Some of them are eaten in that corner by snails. We might try to plant some new ones somewhere else, just so that we have some more. But we have here already growing one broccoli. We have lots of leek, and this is garlic. This is a different type of garlic that I also planted this year. It's not the ones I replanted. We have some spinach, more lettuce, and then we have a army of onions which we are planning to plant a few more rows of these sometime soon, so that when these are ready, we have already another ones nearly ready and growing. And then we have some cabbages here. And this year it seems like the worms have not been eating them as much, just snails. And here I have a little garden in the front porch, which we're trying to have winter tomatoes, and they seem to be doing really well. It's full of flowers, and we have already few tomatoes growing. Here is one, and there are a few underneath there. So yeah, fingers crossed this works, because it would be really cool to have some tomatoes in winter. And that is all for my garden update video. This dog. Sorry about the dog, but I just want to finish quickly. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the little garden update, what's going on in winter here. Yeah, we'll see you in the next video then. Bye!